Deploying UAVs.
Got a man down.
Incoming backup request.
I have the...
What's up guys, Wolf here. Hopefully you did enjoy the gameplay. As you could see from the clips, I've created a very powerful rifle build that one-shots almost anything in the game on any difficulty in PVE. Two-shot legendary chungas and one-shot golden robotic dogs. And considering they don't even have heads, makes it a top tier setup. I've made use of the new brand set and gear set bonuses. So I'm going to showcase the build in full detail. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. So with this setup, I have decided to use Gunner for the armor on kill. Now, there's not much, but it helps me keep my armor up without having to proc armor kits, considering this is great for solo legendary missions or any content in the game, it doesn't matter. Playing in a group, this can also work, but it may be slightly a bit more difficult, but it works regardless. So I have gone for all red, hence why I have not chosen the Picara's holster, as that could have been a good alternative. So with this setup, the great thing about it, straight off the bat, I want to discuss this first, is that I know I have rolled headshot damage on the attributes because the fact that we can combine determined, hit a body shot, get a headshot, and while hitting body shots, we could stack up perfect headhunter. It makes headshot version still the best. You can hit over 18.5 million damage a shot, considering we can also have a shield. It's quite immense, one-shotting anything. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because you can tweak this build to go for crit chance and use a different kind of rifle, like an M1A with boomerang or the perfect boomerang weapon rifle. So it's completely up to you. The reason why is because I don't actually have headshot damage on any of the brand set or gear set bonuses. As you can see, the new breaking point gear set, we have got rifle damage 25%. The new brand set, mag size and rifle damage 20%. The chest piece, 5% weapon damage. The knee pads, multiplicative damage, damage 2 targets out of cover, and rifle damage. None of these gear sets or brand sets have headshot damage increases, so you could in turn run crit chance and crit damage and use a boomerang weapon or any other rifle you want. That's up to you, but I recommend the way I have spec'd it today. It is just too strong, and even if you're on console, it's easy to use. Use whatever spec you want. I recommend going for all reds because it's not a sniper build. We need to make sure we can try one-shot the enemies to get the ball rolling with the weapon talent and the chest piece talent combination. I've combined with vigilance because that gives me lots of damage without having, to ramp it up like other damage talents. It's still one of the best talents in the game. So the gun I have chosen is going to be the 1886. I have put a headshot damage mod on it. It's up to you. You can go for reload speed or rate of fire. It doesn't matter. Then the MDR. Now this is going to be if I run into an encounter where there's just like 2 robotic dogs, which does happen. Then I would use this and you can still kill them reasonably quickly. We can hit about 800k a shot non-crit to the enemies. So we can get down robotics reasonably quick, but remember this is primarily focused around getting the headshot procs from the determined talent and the chain killer talent. So it may be a bit tricky, but I've got ranger, so stay further back and beam them out. This is my go-to in case I get into that situation. You can use an assault rifle if you would like. It doesn't really matter. And if you were, try use the Born Great so you can hit headshots on some enemies. This, if you didn't want to focus on the robotics, this gun is great because you get perfect stabilize. It's another thing I wanted to mention. Also the Regulus pistol. Now, if you wanted to go for crit build, you could even use the Diamondback instead of this pistol. Use the Diamondback rifle, but I did make a Diamondback Umbra build. Link will be in the description. Check that one out. I recommend that one if you want to go for a Diamondback build. So Regulus is great in case I need a pistol. And you could ideally even use a big shield if you get cornered or you get pressed by some enemies. It just means you'll have a tankier shield to protect yourself. So with these pieces, it's quite simple, guys. So I'm going to be using the 2-piece bonus for the new brand set. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Mag size, which is actually really nice. Rifle damage. Breakpoint, we got rifle damage 25% as well. Very nice. Now I have compared this build to, the normal one where we used the named Douglas and Harding mask. Providence with perfect vigilance and Habsburg guard, contractors, fox's prayer. I tried that combo and I'm getting about 1 million damage less than this build. So this hits harder. So this is why these new pieces have granted us more damage for rifle builds like this, which is immense. And this is why I wanted to post this. It's a very powerful setup. So I will showcase that later on. Now with the pieces, every single modification is going to be headshot damage on the mask, chest, and the backpack. Every single attribute is going to be headshot damage. Then, if you are going to be looking at other pieces like the chest and bag, go for headshot damage and weapon handling or crit chance. It really is up to you. Even hazard protection, it doesn't matter. So the mask, breaking point, very nice. The extra rifle damage really is, I would say, very, very powerful with this setup. I did try a ninja bike version of this. It didn't do near as much damage. So that's the mask. The chest piece is going to be the Walker and Harris. This is going to be weapon handling, headshot damage modification, and perfect headhunter. Just make sure that your headshot damage is at least 150%. That's quite important. So you get a headshot kill on a weak enemy with the rifle. Then you have got determined proc. So all you have to do is hit a body shot next, and then you will also be stacking headhunter with the body shots using the determined rifle, which is just a match made in heaven, as you guys know. Then the holster. This is going to be the brand set, which is crit chance and headshot damage. It doesn't matter. Backpack, which is the other brand set piece. It's a very weak one. I need to farm a better one. Headshot damage and then probably rather weapon handling, because that also increases my reload speed, which helps with a gun like the 1886. Because there are different weapons. You can switch it up. You don't have to use this gun. Just test other ones. It's really up to you. So I've got vigilance on the backpack. Very nice. Increased weapon damage. It just works well. This gives me that 20% rifle damage, and the mag size bonus is also very nice. Gloves, headshot damage from the gear set piece, and the knee pads, very important. Rifle damage, damage 2 targets out of cover, and headshot damage. Now, something to mention, I've got damage 2 targets out of cover here. You can switch it up, and you can maybe put the breaking with PC and use contractors, but I recommend this. Also, I have got the attribute for the rifle, damage to armor. Probably rather go for damage 2 targets out of cover. It depends though. Some enemies will actually be in cover, so it's up to you to gauge that for yourself. But the other version, the other one would probably be better because we only get 6% for damage to armor. Skills, I've got the decoy. This is going to be health and duration, shield, health, and active regeneration. Here are the statistics. The headshot damage is over 150, very nice. Loads of damage, can hit around about 18.8 million a shot, which is just immense. Then the armor on kill around about 70k. It doesn't matter, it still takes me over. You can use another specialization. That is completely up to you. So simple build, guys. Let me quickly give a summarization of how it works. Actually, let's go to the range and I'll discuss that. So you're going to focus on a weaker enemy. Sometimes you've got to gauge on what's around you. Otherwise, you'll just hit a headshot and not kill enemies. Even if a chunk is pushing you, you can do reasonable damage to get them down, even if you don't have the stacks up. So if we take a look here with this setup, once we get a kill, it's all body shots. We're ramping up the chest piece talent and the weapon talent. 19.5 million on a crit, but we're going to go for non-crit, so 18.8 million. So if I tweak this up to what I would probably use if I wasn't going to use the new brands in a gear set, let's see what I can get. Here's a different variation that I would use prior to this update with the new items. So the gift backpack, all headshot damage. Now remember, this is got higher rolls than the build I'm showcasing today. Habsburg Guard for more headshot damage. So that's what we've really traded off. And now I've got the Walker Harris 2-piece, more damage to armor. Contractors, more damage to armor. This is a typical setup. And as you guys can see, with this setup, when we actually ramp it up with the one-shot capabilities, as you can see, we shoot once in the head, all body shots. This is going to be around about 17 million, 16.9 million. So 70 million, so we're losing 1.8 million damage a shot using this setup. And this is actually the same case if we switch it up to make use of the punch drunk mask, which could potentially give us more. It depends on how you look at it and whether or not you're actually going to fight enemies that have actually got armor. So I guess you could, in theory, run something like this, then use a Habsburg Guard. This could be a viable setup as well. But this will probably get similar damage. As you can see, sometimes it bugs. So you just swap it, put the chest piece back on, and then we try to get it. We should get around about the same damage, I would imagine, because of the way that it scales, because I'm shooting armor. As you can see, yeah, it's pretty similar. So previously, we'd get around about 17 mil, and then now it's over 1.5 million more damage. So you can tell that this setup has been greatly improved. So make sure you guys give it a try. I know if you're struggling to hit shots, maybe you find it difficult to get that first initial shot. Don't worry, give it a try. Just try it. You will see it's so easy to use once you get that first initial shot. And when you enter an engagement with an NPC, what I find is you use your gun, you one-shot the red guy, and then you can just easily and quickly one-tap the rest of them. like I said, if you guys want a crit rifle build, I'll leave a link down below for my Diamondback crit build. But this setup is so strong, one of the best setups in the game right now. So make sure you give it a try. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Peace out.